At approximately 1900 hours Central Standard Time on August 12th, SCSO received a shots fired call from Legion Square. Investigations has concluded that the two individuals involved, Mr. Tony Miller and Mr. Remy Miller, were involved in a physical dispute that resulted in Mr. Remy Miller's death. As a result, SCSO responded and the following shootout resulted in Mr. Tony Miller's death. At an unknown time earlier in the evening, Mr. Tony Miller lured Mr. Remy Miller to Legion Square regarding a personal dispute. It is believed that Mr. Tony Miller had full intention of harming Mr. Remy Miller by luring him there. It is unknown at this time the reasons why. It is believed that Mr. Tony Miller acted alone and on his own accord in this dispute. Mr. Remy Miller was shot multiple times by Mr. Tony Miller in the chest. Mr. Remy Miller did attempt to defend himself and potentially injured Mr. Tony Miller, however, did not succeed in protecting himself. Upon receiving a call for shots fired, Sheriff Hall responded to Legion Square and arrived on the northern side of San Andreas Avenue and proceeded on foot to see Mr. Remy Miller was injured with multiple gunshot wounds to the chest. Mr. Tony Miller was seen leaving the scene on foot by Sheriff Hall, who then attempted to stop and detain him. At this time, Mr. Tony Miller shouted something to Sheriff Hall, who told him multiple times to put his weapon down and then proceeded to shoot at Sheriff Hall. Upon being fired upon by Mr. Tony Miller, Sheriff Hall returned fire and downed Mr. Tony Miller. From this point on, Sheriff Hall called for EMS to respond to the scene and attempted to stabilize Mr. Tony Miller. Both individuals received medical attention by Pillbox medical staff and were later pronounced deceased. Family and friends have been notified of the passing of two individuals, and the sheriff's office wants to extend their deepest apologies and condolences to the family of Mr. Remy Miller and Mr. Tony Miller at this time.